do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, the youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 and 19 more. 1 and 19 more. Then a stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't known before the story was related to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry when they tried before we're dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath, for they knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger still talked about today. Texas Red and all cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in the moment, and the folks had gathered around. Then before them laid a body of the outlaw on the ground. Though he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he trades a master ranger with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he trades a master ranger with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
That was Big Iron, done by Calm R. McGinnis. Very good singer. Please check him out. Very cool guy. Okay, got this ready. I think we're good. Oh, I gotta change clip. Do 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 do. Hold on. Almost. Almost. There we are. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's get in there, chat room. Hello.
Testing right now. It doesn't matter.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Greetings and salutations.
Howdy.
Welcome, everybody, to the next episode of The Brass Tacks.
Lost Legion.
Lost
fuck?
Legion! Yeah. Would anybody like to give me
Alright,
the
I had hog
recap?
right on the brain.
No.
All right, roll the dice.
Alright, yeah, so we need to roll a d6 to see who's doing it.
Are we actually doing that?
If
Yes.
it rolls a 3, we roll because I did it last week.
Okay, fine. Well, I rolled it in Foundry chat. There it is. It's
High
a
Priest,
1.
that's you.
High Priest, let's go.
Last time on Brass Tacks, we made it across the map unmolested by any Metherians, thankfully. We found a very strange ritual that so happened to have 3 dwarves hanging from their own cart. So happens that dwarves were merchants and or somehow alchemists. Though we found out that horrible things. It turns out they weren't dead from hanging from the ceiling there for God knows how long. Looked into their eyes. Ooh, mirror demon or some type of creature. Possibly not a demon. Possibly, what is it? Chaos.
Daemon?
A bad thing.
Yes, a bad thing.
A baddie?
Let's just go
A
with it.
Daemon?
Did you say a
After-
baddie?
I said
Damn,
a
she
bad
a
thing. I
baddie.
said a bad
For
thing.
real.
I learned that word from Zahab.
Please continue.
Zahab taught me that.
Run from the baddies.
Ongoing from that, we gave let's see, Anissa and Billy emotional scars due to the next thing that's coming up. After that, we went into we came across a battlefield. The battlefield was Metherians versus the Brass Barons' forces. As it were to turn out for the battle, all the Metherians had proper burials, while the Brass Barons had a whole lump of everything and lit on fire. So it seems that the Metherians had won that battle. From that, let's see, we found 1 survivor. Well, I'm sorry, we found 2 survivors. Made that 1 survivor. While Billy went up and earned himself a kill, and he said some of the funniest shit that I've ever heard come out of his mouth. Though it probably wasn't meant to be. It was pretty funny, I'm not going to lie. Enemy down. Well, Mr. Silver tried to toughen up Billy. When it comes to realizing the world is kind of, well, won't coddle you at all, he proves himself to be really, really, really evil. I was like, I have no problems killing my friends. Everyone remember that. Miss Anissa has an emotional crisis. We don't know what's going on with her. Moving on, as it were to turn out that we also passed the Sanguine Tower that seemed to be up in flames. It was a few days out. We could not check it, and it would be a little silly for us to do that since we had the crown. Going on from that, we actually saw a Metherian patrol with prisoners. We don't know what those prisoners were, though we did consider that until we realized we had the crown and said, oh fuck, we can't do that. Alright, moving on. What? The Metherians are us. You talking shit? It's like, what do you mean? We got better shit to do. Anyway. We head over to the Lonely Inn, where we're at now.
Alright, inspiration for you. Okay.
You're
The party-
pretty good at this. You should do it more often.
The party has rested and received a comfortable long rest. And as such, they are called once more to the Brass Baron's presence. He will meet them at the commander's table. Here. Play some. All right. Where is Silver?
It's very far to the right.
I got
Oh,
him.
I was looking for the right. Oh, I was looking for the right person. Put me back in
You got here last.
For the right person.
there. Seeking the right person.
Oh my
Oh.
god, he's. Oh my god, he's
right.
stunting. He's jumping over the table. Oh my god.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, on underfoot.
You can just fly over the tables. He's got that for 10 minutes each day.
All right. So, the Brass Baron will call everyone present, and as they take their seats, it is early in the morning. Breakfast is being served. Eggs, sausage links, delicious, hearty, well fed. You will notice that the Baron, however, does not really have that much in front of him. He has what appears to be a simple salad and a piece of chicken. As he sits down, he will state, "I trust that each of you rested well, yes? Your journey was long. Have your injuries and other needs been attended to?"
I'm good.
Flavin will nod.
We seem to be rested. What about that injured fellow we brought around with us?
He is still recovering.
Hmm.
Our Medicae are doing what they can to salvage him. They tell me that he will make a recovery, but it will take some time. His body was badly wounded, and even more so, they fear that he has been spiritually scarred. Unfortunately, whatever intel he might have, we cannot wait on. I know that you have only just returned, but we must discuss business once more. My arcanists are currently analyzing the crown to discover what magics has given it such ancient prowess, perhaps that can be reciprocated and replicated. In the meantime, however, it is time that you had a proper debriefing. Please, tell me everything that happened on your journey. Alright, who wants to go first?
Are we rolling another d6?
Yeah, I think we should roll another d6, huh? We are sitting here like assholes here.
Man, everything since we left this place last?
Everything's so let's
Well,
just
You can give him an overview. He just wants you to give him a debrief. What happened? What did you see?
Okay. Well, for starters, I believe.
You're not going to talk about that preparation tower, right? We're just going to keep that on the down low.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about that one. No shot. Mm-mm.
You aren't
No,
going to
that-
tell them about the Babylonians that were there?
Some
Nah.
informations are best left, not told.
What do you mean?
Well,
I was thinking more so we tell him
So-
everything that happened since we left the Sanguine Tower.
Okay, I would say I will tell him about tower, but I would say we saw it go. We saw it turn to shit, and so we walked away. Like to that extent.
do you want me to
well,
give
okay.
the debrief?
Go for it.
You can go for it.
Okay, so you're all in character now. From this point forward, go ahead.
Well, that's a lot to unpack, sir. Phew. First, we headed up to that watchtower you'd pointed out to us. Found some Western Calcutetian worshippers of a certain god holed up there. We tried to peel them out, but I think the Broken Brothers had some effect on things that happened, and it got overrun by aberrations, so we had to burn it.
He will nod.
Yeah,
You will notice he will take out a set of parchment and ink and quill and will begin to write notes. Continue, please.
Next, after that, we headed north toward the ravine and came to that place that was marked as, I believe, a weapons cache of some sort, but found another tower there through a portal, and it'll kind of look at the rest of you like a bunch of vampire cultists.
They were blood cultists.
Kill vampires.
We had a hell of a time taking that place, and
Let's just say
Four.
we nearly died there.
3 of us died there.
Hmm.
We just happened to find some rare magical items
Well-
that helped us resurrect those who had gone down.
Well, during that time, I found the elixir of life, which the cultist was experimenting on, or they were working on. Well, at this point, he just might as well show it. I stole this from their desk. Where's it? Right. I stole this from their desk. So this is what they were working with, and this is exactly what brought us back up. If
You
not for
say-
this, we'd all be
You
dead.
said an elixir of life.
An elixir of life, yes.
Interesting. Be sure to provide a copy of that to our arcanists.
He nods.
Continue, Elias.
From there, we waited for Dufresne and his group to arrive. And then that business in Haikyo happened, and he said he had to leave. And then we headed out not so long after. Oh, and the wedding, of course. He'll hold up the hand with the brass ring on it. Thank you so much for these, by the way.
You are most welcome. It was a pleasant distraction from so much despair and death. I should thank the both of you as much as you thank me.
I needed it after that hellhole.
You will nod. Please. Hold on, I have to make an insight. Okay.
Was it low?
The Brass Baron's eyes will quickly flit towards Mr. Silver and then look back to Elias.
This guy's homophobic.
Above Mr. Silver's screen, you will see the Brass Baron will remember this. Continue.
We spent some downtime there, got our things in order, set off north again.
Oh, one more thing about the tower before we move on from that.
He will
We found
turn
an
his
arti-
head towards Brokar.
We found an artifact there that's similar to the aura given off by the frozen crown. When worn, it gave the wearer some sort of magical domain over the area.
Well, a mirror?
Before leaving, no, the ring.
The ring.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Before leaving, I left that with my father.
Yes. He will nod, his eyes like steel. Thank you. He will annotate that onto his document. Pure professionalism. But definitely a heaviness to his movements. He will turn back to Elias. Please continue.
Wow. He was eating at the same time. We set off back north. There wasn't much of note when we went up there, was there? You look around you guys.
Yes, we fought that that aberration horde.
Hold on. Before we go to the aberration horde, I think there is something more important. During my time in the Sanguine Power, I encountered this mirror. And beyond the mirror, it is not just your reflection, but you can actually... It's more of a gate than a reflection. I spent a good minute beyond that mirror. And behind that mirror, I found this lady with crosses under her eyes, wearing a
And white face.
black kimono and white face, porcelain almost,
He will nod.
and a black drape. I feel like I might have intrude in her conversation, but I remember her referring to a man by the name of Black Frost.
He will immediately write that down. Please continue.
during that period of time, well, it is after I caught that she managed to detect me and push me down out of the window. But she didn't stop there. She started summoning demons beyond the window, and throughout the entirety of it, I had the impression that she was responsible for some of the demon incursion, or at least that's my view. It seems to me like she had command over them, and she was about to chase after me and the party. But it also seems to me like they traveled through the mirror. Well, at least that's what my intuition told me before I smashed both mirrors. But I think I saw her again.
A wise course of action. My arcanists
Right.
and other scouts have reported such strange occurrences as well.
Quick note though, I also encountered well, this is a little further out beyond the journey, but just a couple of weeks before, we came across a caravan of 4 dwarfs. It seems to me like they can do so not just with mirrors, but any reflective surface. I saw the process
Dwarves.
done
No,
through the
start
eye
to-
of a dwarf.
I'll start to write that down. You said dwarves?
Dwarfs.
Where precisely? Do you have a map that
he'll
you
mark
could
the map.
show?
Yeah, he'll pull out a map and he'll mark the location.
You will see the
Somewhere
Baron
up
will
north,
use a
yeah.
scribe kit and will write down it in beautiful detail.
Mm.
And so yeah, I do not think that the reflective surface is limited to only mirrors. I think my glasses and the eye of a man can also serve as said mirror.
Baron, here. And Broseph will pull out the notebook
Oh, good.
and give him that. This is a notebook
What?
that we found in the caravan with the dwarves.
Hold Okay, hold on, my Baron. Before you do that, we found out that these dwarves have been experiencing something horrendously ritual. We don't know whether they partaked in this ritual, my Baron, but it was something tells me that reading such things might be bad for the mind. You might want to just send that to your arcanists and it's in
As-
dwarven.
I was going to say, but thank you for covering that.
Yes, I just had to be sure. I'm sorry, Broseph.
You're okay.
Indeed. I shall trust my arcanists and their trained eye.
Well, there's that. I'll put a point a fork over at Broshift. There's also that note you got in the tower.
Oh,
No. Oh.
that
The note from
Watcher M?
magically
Watcher M.
appeared in your bag.
Oh yeah. That was weird.
Okay. Silver will
was-
put down the note. Is it still radiating magic? Is there exposure on the paper still?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay. He's gonna put down the note and he's gonna pass it to the Baron. This appeared out of nowhere. I have a feeling it's conjured into our inventory because when it first arrived, there was a heavy sign of magic around the parchment. So, again, with caution, send this to your arcanist before reading it.
I shall have them investigated. Did you say that you knew where it was from? Or who sent it?
It's signed off as Watcher M.
Watcher
Where it's
M.
from, I don't know.
Hmm.
Yes.
I shall have
Where
my
from? Not sure.
I shall have my arcanist look into such a fellow. Looks at camera.
I feel like this is going to become fed art. Ah, yes. I shall have my arcanists look into this. Just Oblivion NPC dialogue.
Looks at camera. This leads to another event.
Have you heard any rumors lately?
Oh man. Other than that, what else do we have? I think that's most of it.
Oh no, we
That's
can,
most of it.
we can continue the
believe-
story past the towers.
Yes.
Yes, let's keep going.
Elias will look kind of sheepish. I don't think I mentioned it to you guys, but before we left, I think I got contacted by a It'll kind of eye up the Corvanians in the room, like, a deity.
The brass
Boy.
baron will lean forward. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, how aware you are of the Calcutetian pantheons?
I have a passing knowledge of the foreigner deities.
I was contacted by Gaze Narok, the one who more or less created mine Brokar's bloodline.
Did you say gaze in a rock?
It sounds a little weird, Gaze Narok.
You might want to spell it for him.
He'll try to spell that out.
Gays?
G-A-Y!
Easing around.
Gazing around.
Gazing
So your god,
around.
homos in a stone.
But how many gays are in there?
No, it's
Anyways.
more like this, I think. Yeah. I can't remember if it's a C or K at the end. But he's of the Green Pantheon. He more or less made me and Brokar's bloodline long ago. It's why we can shapeshift the way we do.
I see. Interesting. Did this deity make any request of you? Perhaps a divine edict of some kind?
Well, he asked me to help out his, I'm not sure. I guess she'd be like an aunt to him or something? I'm not sure. Inca. The presiding mother of the Green Pantheon, I guess.
Guiding
Jesus.
mother of the Green Pan.
Kind of nature herself or some such. I ain't much of a clerical type.
I see. I see.
But, he said her roots here were dying. And that don't sound like a good thing to me. I know y'all ain't too crazy about our gods, but
Well, I will take any advantage that perhaps they would provide. We'll discuss that later. You'll put that bit aside. Continue.
enough. I believe that's everything that important that happened there. Although he gives a kind of side eye to Cleveland. We're like, eh. Started traveling north again. Met the weird pixie man at a grove.
He gave me this flute.
Not sure if that's still there or not. Didn't you
In my
pass
inventory.
there? That traveling troop we helped out. That horde of aberrations that we barely managed to fend off. We made our way up to, what was it, Wetmire?
Wetmire.
Wetmire.
Yeah, a little village on the northern coast there.
We should have it marked on the map.
Silver will also mark the aberration horde on the map as well.
We managed to secure a ship and a guide there. And we sailed our way over to where we presume the crown was, and well, we found it. That's about the long and short of it.
Well, we discovered some things as well as while we were on that ship, like the statue.
Ah, yes.
Oh, and that bag of holding with the angry animated statue in it.
Bag of anger, yes.
Did you say a
Yeah.
bag of anger?
Yes, sir. I would present it to you, sir, but I'm afraid it might assault you.
Then perhaps
Oh,
we
it's on
should-
your hand or
Perhaps we should leave it to where it is then.
Yes.
That's what we've been doing. And the dragon? It was a dragon, right, Brokar?
It was a crazed dragon.
You Corvanians aware what a dragon is?
From what you've told us, it's a big winged lizard beast that
I
sometimes
am aware of what a
brings-
dragon is supposed to be. You're saying that you encountered one.
Mm-hmm. Under the waves.
Incredible.
It was, scary as hell.
It
Yes.
seemed to be slipping into madness, looking for its young or something of equal importance.
Yes. Actually, it spoke to all of us in our minds. I could tell you what it said. I have it written down right here. Let's see. Blood of my blood, azure serpent call, such is the path taken before the fall. East of black, a heart attacked, broken and battered, bound and shattered.
An interesting riddle. Oh, he'll write it down.
There could have been an incantation. Refrain from doing so in future, Master Balthasar.
Will do.
Sounds like crazed ramblings to me, but
Wait, just to be on the safer end.
and we made our way to. What's that? He looks around on the map, that's still probably on the table, like that middle upper glacier there. Found our way to the. Was that the old? He looks around at all you, like old capital of Mordhau, essentially.
Well,
That's how we
capital
gathered
of the
from that.
north.
The old capital of the north. I had suspected that it was there. He'll look. Everyone make an insight check. The party will realize that the shining light in the eyes of the Baron, as Elias starts to talk about old ruins. The Brass Baron is a giant nerd.
Bombastic
Oh.
side eye. Eyes, plural.
I knew it.
I knew it. I knew he was a fucking nerd. All right, continue.
Mm.
That's
Yes.
right eyes.
He was a weeb!
He was a weeb.
The Baron hiding his Gundams from his soldiers. These are models for our battle plans. Yes,
Yes, indeed.
I totally wasn't
Move
making
along.
them go pew pew and pointing them at each other.
These are chess pieces.
Puts away painting supplies.
Well. Turns out the rumors of the Undead Legion were true as well. Had to travel by day just to avoid them. They seem to only come out at night.
Yes.
And managed to make our way inside. Somehow we made it through seemingly dozens of them. They seem to be still resurrecting certain folk too. Kinda,
Resurrecting, you say?
yeah, well, reanimating, I suppose.
Those who they previously killed for trying to steal the crown, probably. Or just the riches inside.
That one with the glowy eyes talking like it was an old soldier of Mordhau he was bringing back. Like their fight still wasn't over yet. So, seems they're still bolstering their numbers.
Yeah, I don't see
Hope
the
they
army
never come
being
down
useful.
from there. We also saw that they had a queen.
I think.
I-
Yeah.
I guess the old Queen of Mordhau is still.
Mhm.
undead
that-
alive.
With that, the Baron will frown. That is problem. Please continue.
Why so?
We found someone really interested in there. There's a woman that they had prisoner. She was still alive, more or less.
I see.
He'll kind of like head side to side. Well, she was a old Matharian priestess that they've been torturing for however long.
Torturing? To what end?
I have no idea, sir. We didn't
never
stick
was, but-
around.
Well, for a good 500 years, if that helps.
He will look at you like you are insane. What do you mean?
Allow me
full?
to explain this.
I,
So, you wanna explain?
yeah, she was seemingly cursed with partial undeadness. But kind of like
It's
wiggle
about
a
to
hand
differ-
side to side.
He will
It has markings.
he will pull out a different piece of parchment and start writing something quickly, and then he will go. He'll call a whistle, and one of the brass barons' men will come over, and he'll give them a piece of parchment, and you'll hear him whisper something in the man's ear and send him on his way. Please continue. Did you want to listen in on him, Brockar?
Yep.
Go ahead, perception. I'd say Elias could probably hear him too. Or at least try to.
Sure, I'm right there. Nah.
Brokar, you think that you heard get the cleric. Please continue, Elias.
But well, it didn't feel right to me leaving her there, so we got her out of there. She actually helped us get through the trial to get the crown. That seal you gave us also came in handy. We weren't able to enter without royal blood, was it?
Someone worthy enough then have royal blood, yes.
Yeah.
Something about the brass medallion.
There
It,
was
like,
a-
recognized it.
There was a magic door blocking our way, and when we held up your medallion, which supposedly the door would only open to royal blood, the medallion responded to it and opened the door.
The brass baron will nod, as I suspected it would.
Mm-hmm.
And you traced your lineage that far back?
The brass baron will take a long moment before he answers. No.
Oh, there are also the statues of the... Was it the king, the son that fell heroically, and the one who took up that crown, who they all seem to think was a disgrace for some reason?
It was the king, Matharia, and the son, which we only could glimpse over because it was so
Destroyed.
destroyed. Yes,
Defaced.
defaced. There you go.
Better word.
Thank you.
I seem to hate him. And they didn't really venerate Matharia as a goddess so much as an ally.
More specifically, there is a writing on the plaque right below those statues that you're referring to. There's 3 of them, so from right to left. One of the plaque mentions, "The Lord of the North, our saving grace, may he forever reign in peace." and then following leftwards, by Our Lady Grace we survived the assault, forever a friend to the north. And then the final wall, I believe it was a mural or a statue of a king's body being carried and the crown being carried to a different location. There is a straighter region of Monhau.
Interesting. I'll still have to check with our historians.
But from there we descended down to the crypt to take the trials. We had to fight a demon who was guarding it. I guess they formed some contract with him to test anyone's strength who wanted to take it.
Yeah, he whooped my ass.
The trial was in 3 parts.
Yeah.
That was a sword trial to prove the worth of one's strength, to protect those that look to you. Essentially, is what it says in the plaque.
Sorry, I'm going back through my notes real quick.
Well, allow me then. As we go further down, there's a second trial called the Trial of Minds. This is where we demonstrate our understanding on the matter. I believe we had we wrote an epic. We wrote a recipe for a dagger that Broseph made, and I believe there was also a prayer done by Brokha. I don't know exactly what he went through, but I believe he was approved, and the trial sort of believed in his capacity to succeed the trial before opening up the door to us.
Wasn't that was the next trial after mine? That was purity.
And the last one was purity, which is strength and wisdom is nothing without the moral heart. I think that's where we got our ass beat. I could be very wrong though.
No, there was one last one that was to determine if at the end of all of this, if we truly were worthy. Some
Yes,
sort of like last guardian of the crown.
The judge.
Well, it seems that you've demonstrated that you were worthy, yes?
Yes.
Well, the
Believe it or
crown is
not.
here.
Did we learn a whole lot out of character about what that was exactly, like what we were fighting?
Not
judge.
Not really. You know that
Celestial, no.
you know that you are so Calcatessians would recognize them as a celestial angel. So something definitely angelic, perhaps even religious, but you don't really know any details.
Connected to the 7.
Yeah, like, do we
Because of
know it
prismatics,
was
right?
connected to the 7?
Or was the
Foreigners,
7.5?
foreigners know that what the 7 are,
Okay.
but you don't know any of the advanced knowledge of what it they represent hope, but you don't know why or what the colors mean and the events.
I would just understand that was a trial, fueled by the power of the 7.
Correct.
Yeah, you go and say that. The last challenge was something devised by the 7, seemingly. Old magic. A lot of power.
Yeah, one of the easiest fight we had up to this point.
Yeah, that's scary a little bit there, but we pulled through somehow.
I suddenly felt
In fact,
incredibly violent.
It was Anisha that really saved us there. Our backs were against the wall, and her magic kept us from falling.
For the record, the Inisha is the cleric that we were referring to, the Metherian.
I suspected as much.
It is beyond a shadow of a doubt that if she did not help us, we would have perished in that tomb.
Yeah.
Can't really argue that.
But Mr. Baron, if it helps appease or ease your heart a little, if I do suspect that she's not an ally, I'll be the first to strike her down.
Well, there perhaps may not be a need for such things. But
Hopefully.
I thank you for your concern.
Are you familiar at all with the Seven, sir?
It is a Calcuteshian god, is it not? Representative of hope, I believe.
More or less, but I think, something everyone worships as a god, but was actually like a collection of people.
Interesting.
Old heroes. It's why we're able to cross the sea, I'm pretty sure.
Very interesting. I did not realize that they would have the capacity for...
It puts the creatures beneath the waves to sleep for a while.
I almost said it puts the lotion on its skin. My brain is in... I'm sorry. Forgive me. Please continue.
Unless it gets a squirt bottle again.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you. I'm sorry. I just fucking brain.
But, the reason I bring it up is, it's a little weird that, some Calcuteshians worship has apparently been here since old Mordhau.
Indeed. Most
I wonder
curious.
some form of the people of the Seven at one point came over here long ago.
Well,
But, well, I guess after that, we got out of there with the crown. Made our way back to Wetmire. And made our way back down here. Saw the, ambush at the Sanguine Tower. Rubble of that. Saw some POWs being escorted along the way, but we had the crown, we were so close. I think it was a good idea to pick a fight with Therians.
I think you made the wiser choice. Retrieving the crown will be paramount in our retaking of Mornhal.
I'm sorry. Taking or retaking?
Retaking of Mornhal.
Was Monhau... Sorry, could you give me the history of the involvement with Monhau?
Are you asking the DM or Raspberry?
Raspberry.
He will respond with, "I'm not sure what you mean." We were
Well,
fighting.
refer to
We
it
were.
as-
Yes, we
Sorry.
had a foothold within Mornhal, and we were defeated.
I understand.
After that, there's that weird thing with the dwarves and the cart. That was spooky. And we made it back here. Think I'm leaving out much. Look around at all of you, like, anything that?
There were the abominations on the way to after the tower. Just a roving band of creatures. A horde. There was the big jellyfish looking thing on the water on the way back to Wetmire.
Oh, that thing.
As well as pirates.
There were pirates. Small encounters here and there. Traveling.
One more note. On our way back, the man that we brought to you, who was injured, we managed to get a little bit of a report out of him. And he's gonna pull out a parchment. It's gonna sound a little bit patchy, but this is the best we got. Patrols dispatched. They were holding the tower. They were ambushed, Mytharians, and there was white fire everywhere. And the Smiling Knight was involved in that. That was all I got from his
Yes,
report.
we had heard reports that one of the knights was in the area. And then we had heard that they had made quick time towards Hale City, most likely using one of their various methods of quickly traveling the continent. It is all for the better. While the knights are distracted, we are able to move unabated. Do you have anything else for your debriefing?
How do they get around so quick? Are they using them? What are they called? Druid Gate?
I know not if they use those, but they use the they use magic, most hypocritically.
Yeah, sounds about right for the
Mounts that can fly, from what I could see, allowing them to traverse quite quickly.
Ah,
Interesting.
So are you familiar with their method of transport? Or at least how they managed to travel from one point of the continent to another so quickly?
I just answered that.
he just said flying mounts.
Well,
Just said flying mounts.
No. He said, I'm not talking about flying mounts. I'm talking about like general.
Oh, you mean their logistics?
Yeah.
Yeah, he will explain. That is a particular conundrum that we have yet to unfurl, although we believe that it is underground.
I do feel like targeting those.
Be right back. 2
would
seconds.
s-
Sorry, I gotta go. I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
I feel like striking those areas would cripple them pretty harshly.
Well, surely they know that too.
Right?
Nobody's
part of
passed
me
me
wishes
the
to.
fucking waffles.
Pick your own fucking
I
waffles,
throw
man. It's
him
right
a
across the
waffle.
desk.
I'm throwing.
You piece of shit.
Yeah, Cleveland throw some of Mr. Silver's foot at Balthazar too.
Yeah, you motherfucker.
Yeah, open up. I'm gonna throw it like a frisbee.
He's wearing his mask.
It'll go through the mask, trust me.
What?
That's a coin slot per mouth.
I throw it. Do you catch it?
Coin slot for
I don't know, fucking roll an attack roll. I don't fucking know.
Roll and a
It's an RP.
rolling
thing.
to
You can say
attack
yes
with
or
a
no.
waffle.
Yes.
Improvise
roll
throwing.
a
Is this
javelin.
thrown?
Just roll a javelin. Like,
Roll one
Oh,
d4
am
delicious
I
damage.
proficient in waffle?
are you?
Are you proficient in discus?
Do I
fucking
have
know.
disadvantage for being in melee
You'll have
range with a
advantage.
thrown weapon?
No, it's a thrown weapon, so no disadvantage in melee.
Proficient this.
Duh.
But I'm throwing it. You know what? Here, just take an athletics check.
Fuck yeah!
Right into the coin slot.
All right, I'm back.
I am proficient in waffle, apparently.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay. What were we
The
saying?
brass bear has just watched Broseph throw a waffle into Balthazar's mask hole like it's a coin slot.
Okay. What were you saying, Silver?
I was saying, I feel like if we understood how they managed to travel this quickly, without the use of a Pegasus or any flying mount of sorts, it would seriously cripple them.
Agreed.
Or at least,
Hence why I am hoping that my continued alliance with Demons Deep will eventually get through their distinct and thick legal ties with the Church of Mytheria. Well then,
my understanding is the dwarf allied with the Mytharians.
they have a non-aggression pact and other minor bits and pieces of alliance. Dwarven culture and their legal system is quite robust and is like a thick forest. But enough about that for now. Thank you for your debriefing, Elias. Now, you have told me much, and you have acquired the Frozen Crown. And for this, you have my immense thanks. Now, we may be poised to strike back at the Mytharians. Take back Mornhal. And with my position being crowned its monarch, it will bring the free tribes of the Orcs, of the Silent Faces, as well as the Northmen under our regale. Once they come into the fold, we can march eastward, take the fight directly to the Pale City. But for us to accomplish this, we will have to fight our way back. We've been pressed back into the Broken Oaks. My intention is that we push our way through the Twisting Pines, Blacktop Mountains, and once again through the Endless White. I am also planning a naval excursion that I am hoping will be able to strike directly from the beaches to the north, frozen as they are. And that is where you come in. You have proven yourselves to be capable warriors, fine adventurers, and dependable confidants. As such, I believe it is time that you take on a greater role in my organization. I am hereby promoting you to captain. Each of you. You may choose one amongst you to act as your major. And then, you shall be given a battalion of men, 120 strong, to train and prepare as you see fit. We only have but a few months in order to prepare for our counter-assault. We cannot give the Betharians any more time than that to become settled.
Arcaden, what season is it right now?
It is on the cusp of autumn.
I think we need to take a bit of time before we decide who our major is. Although my initial vote will be to Broker.
Same.
Agreed.
Brokar, Brosif. Those are my votes.
Broker and not Broseph. That's my fault.
I vote Brokar.
Don't worry, I
Wonderful.
got this, guys.
Pretty sure we're all saying Brokar, unless Mr. Elias says to say otherwise.
Yeah. What do you think, Elias?
Can't poke at his food. Y'all sure you want to get directly into this war business?
Yes.
I mean, isn't that why we did all what we did?
I'm bounded to this land.
I may not be as alive as I used to be, but it's still a place I want to see prosper.
Just forgetting about Ozen then?
No.
Who?
We're still doing his thing.
You know what? How about you give us your opinion on the matter? Maybe you could convince all of us. I feel like you might have a better.
The Brass
view on
Baron
the
will
matter.
look up from a few papers. Oh, apologies. I have other groups that I must speak with. You have done an excellent job. Once you've decided amongst your major, please send them to me, and with the nomenclature of your squad. Best that you have an identity. Once you have decided these things, I shall send the men forthwith. Meet with the quartermaster. You will find him outside. He will set you up with a section of the camp to begin training and your preparations. In a few days' time, I will have all of my maps prepared, and you may select where you will make your assault. He will then look up. Presuming, of course, you want this. Okay, out of character. If you don't want this, you guys should probably talk about that right now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, that's the convo we're about to
Yeah.
have.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah. Well, Elias, how about here's the thing, right? Most of us here are down to serve the Brass Baron and continue this war business. But if you have a better idea, and maybe you could convince us, I would like to hear it. I think most of us are open to change our minds for as long as there's a better reasoning behind it or a better justification.
I'm not against still serving. It's just more
With this,
or
the
less.
brass baron will. Please excuse me. It seems as if you must speak amongst yourselves. Please send word to your decision, as he will go and attend to various other individuals that he must speak to. The man is quite busy.
Cleveland will give as much of a bow as he can while sitting down to the brass baron while he's walking away.
Silver salutes. So, Elias. I am gonna take this seat right here.
Ooh, it's still warm.
Warm.
Oh, it's not.
You're gonna look very silly when he comes back and you have to stand up.
Billy
Yes,
slides
Billy,
up.
come.
Holy shit, it's Billy!
Cleveland will get up and we'll just. Well,
There's
We'll
seats.
get up and offer
There's plenty of
There's more
seats.
seats.
You're okay. You don't have to be all edgy and shit.
Broseph will pull up a
That's-
chair for Anisha.
Anisha will awkwardly come and sit here.
Okay, Elias. Let us know.
Well, it's not as if I'm against serving the Baron doing time, but we've been doing it from a certain independent, more specialized position, I suppose. We go and deal with the weird problems, so you can't just throw an army against unless you're ready to commit a lot of troops, you know? We can be a bit selective in how we do things out on an open battlefield.
You're saying we're not fit for this job?
No, I think you're all very fit for the job.
Or do you think there's something better for us out there?
I mean, I ain't quite sure. I just don't like the idea of wholesale slaughtering people back of that tower.
Ozen did warn us about war, eh?
Either which way you cut it, you're gonna be killing lots of folks doing it.
Elias, I've thought a lot about this because I saw this decision coming up. I want to try to save people as a soldier. I want to find a way to do that. Because I think there's a lot of soldiers out there, a lot of commanders out there who don't give a damn. And I think it'd be better if there were a few that did.
Well, I feel like Elias agrees with you in that sense. But to add on to that note, we have to take life to kill. Sorry, we have to take life to save lives. In many cases. And I don't think you're very comfortable with deciding who is the right person to live or not, you see. So on one hand, like, I've always noticed that you are a little uncomfortable performing all this killing from the Sanguine Tower. While I don't share your sentiment, I kind of understand where you're coming from. But if the reasoning for not joining this campaign, or this march at least, was for Ozen's sake, then I think it ultimately depends on how much I care about Ozen.
This is not just about Ozen. This is bigger than
Right.
Ozen. This is about what Ozen represents, which is doing the right thing and saving people even when it's the hard choice. And I want to commit
Billy had to
myself to
learn
that.
yesterday. Yeah. Billy had to learn that yesterday. And I was hoping that all of us has already learned this lesson. That there's no winner in war.
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Sure, there is.
Well,
What do you mean there's no
here's the
winner
thing,
in
right?
war? That would
Even
make
if you do come out, sorry, you go.
Go ahead.
Oh no. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Even if you abstain from war, war happens all the same, right? War isn't exactly a choice; it is a natural disaster, in my opinion. And in many cases, well, allow me to give you a quote that an old friend of mine told me. That which you can't protect does not belong to you. This life that you do not protect does not belong to you either. And while I don't think the life of others is ours to claim, our conscience in its own right is. So while you can abstain from the fighting, it doesn't change the fact that fighting will happen. It's just not done in your hands. I think you would much rather do the killing yourself than have someone far more ruthless to do the killing. Because in my opinion, I think you know better than most people.
I think I'd rather help somewhere else than on an open battlefield.
We did
I
talk
think
about
that-
we did talk about the transportation that the Mytharian uses, yes? Instead of taking lives, we could just cripple their ability to travel.
There's that. There was also what I brought up earlier with gave Narok contact.
Okay, I'll be real with you, right? My whole life, I've only known one god, and that's Mytheria. And the last time we had a god, I had a lot of human bonfires. I do not feel comfortable following another god.
I ain't telling you to follow another god. You keep
Well-
on with Mytheria, that's just fine. What I'm getting at is, if they're saying something's wrong with Inca, that don't spell well for this whole continent.
Who's Inca?
She's... represents, like, nature itself. She's, as far as I know, as old as dirt itself. It's...
Were you told where we should investigate for that?
No, I was gonna
What
see if
exactly
he
were you told?
I didn't write it down, I forgot.
Oh
It was
dear.
something along the lines of her roots are withering and dying here.
Do you know where the roots are?
You would probably need to talk with the druids on the other side of the mountains.
Yeah. I was gonna try keep contacting me while I was meditating. I was gonna try that again.
We could investigate that Watcher M figure that's read out somewhere in the Twisting Pines, I believe. There's that, but didn't they say something about a Fey Gate?
Yeah, there's that. I don't know if that does much for us here.
I think normally
Question.
I wouldn't have any problems detouring to other missions like this. But I feel uncomfortable stepping away from the war with my father missing. I feel like, I don't know, it just makes me feel uneasy leaving the war.
I might not even necessarily be leaving the war, just working on different parts of it.
I received word recently that there's a demon invasion down south near the Whipping Lake, specifically at Haikyou. If you do not wish to take lives of men, you could take lives of demons instead, if it helps your conscience a little.
That. See, that's what I mean. There's that, there's whatever I've been
Right, yeah, other
contacted
options.
about, the
Right.
supply lines.
Elias?
All this doesn't involve us stepping on an open battlefield and going
Whether
through
we go up or
dozens of
not,
men.
that battlefield's still going to be there.
Yeah,
And
Well-
I believe, I
doesn't mean
truly
you have to be
believe
on it.
that me and you being there, I can't speak for others, but me and you being there, will save lives.
It'll end a lot too.
They would have been ended already. We can't change the people who die, but we can save some of them. Some of ours and some of theirs.
A small contribution is still a contribution if you think about it. But of course, if you feel like there's a better way to sort of perform our duties and to contribute to this, I would say, disaster.
We have an opportunity to lead an entire battalion, to equip them with the weapons and the logistics to take prisoners they wouldn't normally be able to handle. We can save people. We can fight to save people.
Well, I think ultimately, really, the question is... Sorry, you go, Broka.
Do you think Gazineroth would reward the Brass Baron if we assisted in their mission? Perhaps giving him an edge in the battles to come might be worth it. Having gods on
Can
your
you
side,
contact him?
perhaps
Right, can you
not-
contact him right now?
He contacted me. I'm not
Did he...
so much the cleric type that can reach out to God.
Well, did he leave a written address or something? Like, surely you must be able to get in touch with him, no?
I mean, I'm one of his bloodline.
Grove!
Well,
Go to a grove! A grove!
What?
a grove.
I
A
think
grove.
he's coughing to you.
But yeah, if I went somewhere with, like, you know, druidic power, I'd probably be a closer place to him and be easier to contact.
Broseph will look around at the horrifying camp. What do you mean this isn't druidic?
What do you mean nature? Do we not have enough nature here? He taps
There's
my
a
foot
lot
on
of
the table.
wood here.
Maybe
Severity
like
of our
a
decision.
couple miles
Looks at the
upwest.
absolute decimation of trees. in the
Couple
area.
hours walk that way.
Given the severity of the decision we're to make, let's take a day and try to find a druidic grove and commune and see if we can get in contact with Gazineroth.
Think you can find a druidic grove within a day's travel of here?
Well, we know
I
where
mean,
one is,
Are there any
although it's more
druids
than
in
a
the
day's
camp?
travel.
That's a good. Well, there's some elves over there. They might have allies.
That's a bit racist.
It's absolutely not racist on this continent to say if you're looking
No,
for
I-
a druid, an elf is a good person to ask.
Well,
If they
I have
know
elven
wrong.
friends, mind you. Okay.
There is.
Okay.
I'm not
Listen.
racist, am I?
This seems like a good break. Well, he has an existential crisis about his casual racism. All right. So, I guess I can give you some. It seems like you guys are trying to decide where you want to go next in the campaign. So
Yes.
I will give you some oversight explanations. I have an entire system of you guys building a squad together, naming it, training it the way that you want it to, and going and doing missions that only you and your battalion can handle. This includes open warfare, but that also includes some traditional adventuring stuff as well, such as securing forts, positions, and things like that, in which you will act as a powerful hero unit on the open world battlefield map, which is what the fourth act of Corvanus is. That being said, if you don't want all that stuff I worked on last night, then
Damn.
That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly all right. You guys are at a crossroads of where you can go and do whatever you'd like. I've only prepared one path thus far, but that doesn't mean I can't prepare any of the others. So, if you want to do that, you can. Just so you know, I do support it. I'm just mostly doing it for memes, like making jokes and stuff. But do what you like. Yeah. As for the other options, so if you chose to do, hold on, let me get your quest log in front of me.
Okay.
Where are the exclamation marks?
I just
It's more like question marks at this point.
open up the map while I hide all this stuff that I was working on. Just don't pay attention to any of this stuff. So, you guys are here. Yep.
I don't know why the map is always all black for me.
I'm at 99%.
I'm at 99.
Same. I'm chilling at 99.
Like I load in, but I just can't see the map ever.
I'm in.
All right.
I'm also in.
I'm in.
Aw, I'm not. Womp womp.
Form.
Okay, so you guys see my arrow? Little pointer here.
I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so try to follow along, I guess. So you're in the Lonely Inn. If you want to follow the Gazinarok / Inca storyline, you're gonna have to travel to the west into the Misted Lands. Most likely going through the remnants of Haikyo to get to the Cascade to enter, unless you want to try climbing the Misted Mountains, which
Yes.
is pretty hard, but if you want to just directly do that, you can. You also might
Yeah,
have to
okay.
contend with this problem here.
The Broken Brothers.
It's fine. I will fly us all there.
Okay, so
Silver Airline.
all that being said, what was the next one you guys were talking about doing?
Intercepting the means of travel for the Mitharians.
Disrupting their logistics.
So that is a combination of two different things. You suspect that it's underground, so it's either you go and speak to the dwarves of Demon's Deep, or you follow the clues to the Twisted Pines, and that's like 2 missions in one.
There's also the Fagate from the journey we had on the way here
Wateram.
That's
when we were in the Sanguine
That's
Tower.
right there.
that's the same place. That's Moaskadan.
Moescodan? Okay.
That's here.
I believe there's also the demon invasion down the south, Weeping Lake.
Yep, that's this
Haikyo.
area here.
Yes.
That's you go south, but then you don't go to the Cascade. You cross the lake to Isola and help them deal with their shit.
Okay. What else is there? Yeah, what else is there?
What would be if we
Straight up
did go
marching
for
more now.
the whole army thing? What would be some options we could do with the army aside from a forward assault?
Well, the objective is to retake Mournhouse, so that means you guys will do skirmishes in the mountains, the retaking of forts along the road. It depends on which assault, like which campaign, like military campaign you want to go, like which branch of it you want to do. But you'll do all these fights, explorations, and stuff, but mostly it will be combat. And you're fighting your way to Mournhouse, in which you'll do a full-on, like, siege content that I have prepared, in which you'll, like, actively siege the walls of Mournhouse. And the ultimate objective being that you kill the angel. That's what your team is to be selected for, is to kill the angel of Mytheria that led the troops to victory in Mournhouse.
Oh, we just killed one angel. How's about another?
Decision. Sounds like you all want to march with the army.
Oh yeah, I want to march.
Yeah,
You're-
Glaven wants to march.
You kind
Well,
of
now,
have.
I just want-
I'm kind of curious about Gazeroth's mission. Like, is anybody
I
else?
wanna
really
avenge Shinano.
interested in
I'm
doing
curious about Gazenrock, but it just doesn't. It doesn't fit with Brosif or the theme of our campaign so far to do that.
Out of character, I want to avenge Shinano and strike the angel down.
that? Fair enough.
I'd love for Brosif to kill an angel. That'd be hilarious.
He did.
For Hinano.
I don't count that one. That thing turned into a whatever the fuck it did.
So what do we want to do? Okay, rather than seeking out majority, how about everybody give us like try to convince each other on where to go, at least.
In character?
I mean, we're gonna have circular logic with that because we've already done.
Well, I was looking for a good sort of argument for their goals, for one goal, and then maybe all of us can focus on that instead. We do this in spirit, you know. But okay, anyway, right? I do
follow-up
feel like-
question. Saving Dufresne.
Yes, saving Dufresne.
Saving Dufresne is really only going to be possible if you stick with the army, because you'll be too far away in any of the other quests.
Yeah, so I guess we can't do the Gaze in Iraq, right?
So
For doing
I think for me, if we're not interested in doing the Green Pantheon stuff, we just stick with the army.
that. Mm.
Sounds like everyone's pretty much on that same page. Is anybody not thinking about doing
Yeah,
that?
yeah, who's against this?
What specifically? Marching with the army?
Yeah, marching with the army.
I'm more in line with the Gay Zinrock stuff because I think it'll have more cool lore things related to the continent. And also, like, it's basically Elias's progenitor fucking asking him, like, hey, go help with this.
So how often do we actually get to see Gaze in Iraq?
What?
No, I'm just asking myself some things. Because I watched a lot of Kingdom games back then.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Right, how often do you see Gaze in
Inca?
Iraq?
Pretty much never except for fucking...
Only Inca, Falael, Babylon, too many Babylon in my opinion.
Gruff
and,
was the only one who, like...
Yeah, and Gruff was like mostly fish memes, but yeah. He
I've
was a
seen a lot of
servant of
Gaze in
Gay
Iraq,
Zinrock. He was a servant of Gay Zinrock. He was pretty
Never
pious one.
about the best paladin of Gay Zinrock to ever live.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Definitely the greatest noodler to ever have existed.
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
Truly.
that was him?
That was
God.
him.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that
Yeah,
animation.
Alright.
That's why I'm like,
Mm.
Gay Zinrock, eh?
My stomach's hurting a little bit. I'm gonna go take some medicine. I'll be back. You guys keep talking about it.
I
Okay,
I see
out
where
of
you're coming
character,
from,
I
like,
like the
I
idea
still
of
think-
Gaze in Iraq.
Yeah.
Right, out
I
of
still
character, I
think
think
none
Gaze
of
in
us
Iraq.
is really interested in
I'm-
taking that over staying with the army.
I mean, we're basically
Uh.
agreed. It's either Gaze Zinrock or the army. We're agreed in that binary. To me, I'm still very much for the army. I think it fits the campaign a lot better. It's what I prefer to do. I think it's got a lot more to do with Brosif's story, in the same vein that, you know, Sivmet wants to go with Gaze Zinrock has more to do with Elias' story.
Mm.
I still think there's a lot of story for you there.
Right, I feel that way as well.
Not
Like
as
you
much.
said, it's going to be
compared to-
mostly combat.
That is Brosif's story. At least where I want to take it is going to have a lot of revelations and combat and things. And the Angel will be a good kind of... I can do some stuff with that.
But the thing is, right, I like Gaze in Iraq because I don't have to go into the Winterfield. We are all alchemists, mind you, right? If we go to Gaze in Iraq right now, we might thrive in terms of alchemy.
I'm not thinking
So
about
there's
things in
that too,
terms of what we get. I'm thinking in terms of what'll be more fun for the next, potentially like
Yeah, and
4 or 6
fucking
months.
alchemist is fun for me. You see,
And you can do alchemy while you'll have
Not
an
in the winter.
entire army battalion moving with you.
not in the winter. It's not in the winter. You see.
Well, we'll be going through the Twisted Pines, so.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but after
we
that,
won't
no
be in the
more, right?
frozen. We won't be in the frozen wastes for terribly long.
And we'll have access to supply lines.
Yeah, you'll have deliveries of supplies coming to you.
It might not
Well,
be
like
as
Amazon-
much as we could get in the Misted Lands, but you'll have more consistent shit, and you might have some weird, interesting stuff in the Twisting Pines.
We've got 120
Okay,
soldiers. You want to take some alchemists? You want to have your own alchemy team working on stuff? You could.
Hold on. So another note, right? If we do Gaze in Iraq, so from the very beginning, since Corvana started, I've always been interested in the top left, Olin Dryokta.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
That was the area that I was very, very curious about. Like, I wanted our camping to start there initially, but then everybody wanted to do the best friend, so that's fine. I feel like if we do the Gaze in Iraq, that might be a natural cause. This is just speculation, it might not happen, but I do think that if this is just my curiosity kicking in, right? I really want to know what's in Olin Dryokta. This is our character, mind you. But still.
Well, it sounds like we're
Okay.
kind of 50-50 because at least 3 of us are interested in doing Gaze in Iraq.
Mm.
Broseph is pretty dead set staying with the army. What about you, Cleveland? Are you leaning particularly either way?
In terms of like now the player and all that, I'm not feeling really one more than the other, to be completely honest. In character, Cleveland's he became a vampire for power and all that, and more for war than to serve a deity he doesn't know and that he suspects wouldn't like him.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't even think about this until today, but with the
probably
Crimson
love
Tower
you, actually.
possibly destroyed, like, that says, did you turn yourself into a vampire under the assumption that you could just turn yourself back after a mission was done?
No, he turned himself
No.
into a vampire because no, not because of that.
Okay.
Gazenrock probably loved you. You transformed yourself to become an apex predator.
Well,
man, you're
I don't
bad.
no,
I don't know
Cleveland.
about
Love you.
No, Cleveland sees it as, oh, that's something nature. He doesn't view undead as natural, so he thinks like, oh yeah, no, that guy probably doesn't like me
but that's
if
Cleveland's.
they exist.
Yeah.
That's
That's just his
Cleveland's
internal monologue.
Hmm.
Also, I love your talkie and how it has a little red eye.
thought. Oh yeah, it's definitely very great.
Whenever we swap to world map, I have to pull up stream and just full screen it so I don't see chat because I
Yeah.
can't see the map.
Yeah. What about Balthazar? What do you feel
Oh
about
no,
the option?
Brass Baron all the way. Fucking, I hate traveling to unknown bullshit. Like just traveling, just like I'm a bit sick of that. So I'm all for fucking just staying with the camp and like going and taking more and how when the time comes.
Come on,
Jesus
you aren't
Christ.
We're gonna be-
interested in
well,
foreign
hold on.
gods?
We're gonna be
No.
traveling either way.
Well, it's a difference of like solo traveling versus going with the whole army and having a lot of the
Yeah.
logistics handled for us.
Yes,
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome
That,
back.
and we can't exactly take the alchemical wagon
So
up
where-
the fucking mountain.
So, Nara, are you Gaze Interrock? Is that
I
the
am
one you're-
both.
both?
Whoever hits majority. Yeah, I'll just break the tie if anything.
Okay,
Yeah, well,
so
I mean, to be honest,
Well,
it sounds
6
like
of us.
it sounds like 4 of us are 50-50, can go either way, and then 2 of us are dead set on Mornhell.
well, no, because Balthazar.
So I think we just go Mornhell then.
Yeah.
Civic,
Well,
are
here's the
you
thing,
okay
right?
if we go with that?
Right.
I'm okay with
Yeah,
that. We
Civ-
have to sever ties with those in first.
Yes,
Why do
I
we have
agree
to
with you on that.
sympathize?
Because he's gonna-
go down the evil Elias arc.
Ooh, and now it can
the
become
hungering monk.
He has only 400 HP. We'll fuck him up easy, bro.
Sure.
Joseph
Only.
made what I
Only.
thought was a pretty compelling argument of we can save people as soldiers.
Oh, that's the most bullshit
Actually-
argument I've ever heard.
I believe that.
I believe it.
That's the most naive dog shit I've heard.
Cleveland's not going to stop using his
Jesus
deadly spray.
Christ.
You are
Also,
going to
Elias-
chuck people off of cliffs. And
No,
you're
no,
gonna
no.
be like,
That's
oh,
your fucking
no.
huswife. That's your husband that chucks people off of bridges.
That is true. He does do that.
He does do that.
Also, you have to get your
Brokar does
husband
kill
in.
people in rather creative ways. You remember that
He
time
does.
he kept shooting all those
Brokar.
slime arrows?
Ah, you didn't know any
Joseph
better.
tossing the unconscious body that he took great lengths to save. Brokar, you know what to do, right? Ah, yes! Chucks all the
Frozen.
fucking rocks.
He's like, he didn't know what they did. Yeah, maybe for the first one.
Well, at that point, it's sunk cost fallacy.
Oh, okay. At that point, it's just
bullshit.
At that point, it's just psychosis.
I mean, I already put $100 into the slot machine. I have to win at some point.
Yeah. You gotta make
We've already
the.
killed two
I
of these
can't
guys.
stop
We might as well
now.
kill the whole fucking tower.
I gotta make the rent back.
Jeez. Put it on black.
Okay. Okay.
What are we talking about?
That's
like
bullshit,
we're settling
but I'm
around.
fine with it.
Tell you what, if we stick with Ozone
No.
and this goes poorly,
If this goes
I'm
poorly,
100% okay with Broseph taking all of the heat for it and
that's
taking
not how it
responsibility
works.
for dealing with Ozone.
That's not how it works, you
That is-
dipshit. All of
that
us
is
are gonna get
not how
fucked
it
for it,
works.
okay?
I know we're all gonna get fucked, but I'll solo him.
And that no,
Let me solo him.
that doesn't like solve the problem
Mm.
of you have fucked him over.
We haven't fucked him over though.
No, but it's the idea
We're
of
not
if
even,
we
like-
go
No,
with the
We're
Brass
not even
Baron,
negative on
then
his mission. Like, what you guys are freaking out over nothing. Like, I don't understand this mentality you guys have.
it's the idea that if we're soldiers and if we're commanding and let's say we're taking a fort,
Guys, just stop thinking about Ozan. You're driving yourselves crazy. Let's just.
I'm
let's-
just saying,
that's
just
what-
cut ties with him, and then just
Ozan
cut
was the
ties
worst
with
thing
him,
that's
and
ever
then we
happened to
can
us.
forget about him.
Yeah,
That's it. That's
cut
it.
ties.
Ozan
after
was-
that.
We need to cut ties with
Ozan
Ozan.
was the
That
worst
way
thing.
Brokar and I can easily eat people.
Yeah, like, bruv, like
if
Ozan was
we
the worst
cut
thing that ever
ties with
happened to us.
Ozan, we lose any chance of this party not being fucking monsters.
We're already monsters. You want to go the monster
I'm
route?
trying my fucking best.
No, you're not.
I am.
You're actively advocating for the let's go on a killing spree route.
It's not a killing spree. It's a liberation
It's
spree.
war, you
You also-
fuck.
You also
It's
did
a
it.
war. We can take prisoners. We can spare people.
You also didn't immediately kill
Potato,
Cleveland.
potato, okay?
When have you ever done that?
I've been trying my
You have
fucking
not tried
best.
hard.
You know, to be fair, Cleveland is all down for the prisoners because that's just a fresh like batch. to
Oh
him.
my god.
Yeah, you have a vampire. The monster argument is losing water quick. Like,
We're not monsters.
Look at Cleveland. Look at Mr. Silver.
We're
Look
not-
what he's turning Billy into.
look what he
Cleveland
turns
was-
Billy into. Enemy
Look,
That's
down.
not my fault, mind you. That was not my fault,
That's
okay?
so good.
Are we the
That's-
bad guys?
that's so
Are we
good.
the
Yes.
bad guys?
Elias goes, look what he turned Billy into. Enemy down. Look at what he did.
What the fuck is that?
Hey, look at it, it's
Oh my
great.
god, the fucking Reaper memes become true.
We're not monsters. Looks
is
at self,
Reaper.
looks at husband.
Can't believe it. Here's a skull mask for you.
Season 2 Billy Art's gonna
Didn't-
have a black trench
Didn't
coat.
Mr. Brokar eat a guy? I mean, bad
He has his
people.
sins.
Like, man, we are
We're
not good
assholes,
people.
though.
Look at watching
See.
Elias bend like sideways, trying like it was a different time. It was a different.
I was
Things
young
was different
and
back
stupid
then.
Things
4
were
months
different
ago.
back then.
I was young and stupid all of 4
You
months
don't
ago.
understand, you little zoomer.
You wouldn't understand, you little zoom.
Yeah, you're freaking
Go
iPad baby.
Bust your nut or whatever it is you kids do.
Fucking Jimmy iPad.
Yeah, go shave the hog or whatever you guys call it now. I'm gonna be on Fur Affinity reading some ancient memes.
Oh dear, what have we become?
Mr. Elias, I found this scroll. What's a Judy Hopps?
Oh god.
Not that one.
It's signed by this artist named Vanesco.
Okay, that was.
What
good.
are these letters? E6 to.
Oh man.
Anyways,
What's a Rule 34?
Is
That's
there a
not
rule
Billy,
for-
there
That's
are
not. It's not
30
time for that, Billy. You're too
There are
young for that.
33 rules to being a monk.
There are that many
Specifically
rules to being
33.
a monk.
What's
There
Rule
is
34? Don't
There
ask
is
me
no
that.
forbidden knowledge.
Stop it,
Rule 63. Tits look good on everything.
Billy. Stop gooning. Stop. Stop. All right.
We're not doing fan art.
We are not doing fan art.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
I think
Army.
we should do the vote at this point, or like.
You want to do a vote? We can do a vote.
I hate voting.
It's. I mean,
much
we already.
What?
The vote
But
is not a
I'm
hard
sorry.
lock.
Do you not like democracy, Nora?
No, he doesn't.
Fuck
Anyway,
that.
That's not
so
mighty
it
undemocratic.
does not have to be the
Democracy
decision.
works. Sorry, democracy doesn't work when you have a small number of people. Okay.
That's
What's
it.
for dinner? I donate democracy. For
That's
dinner.
it. That's it. You son of a. You're
Oh
getting
no,
it.
he's getting it.
You're getting
Okay.
the eagle. You're getting the eagle.
Okay.
Look at him. But anyways, this.
God.
Sorry, this is
Damn,
more
it's
to,
so
like,
fucking
confirm.
free.
This vote is more so to confirm what people want to do and all this over the other. And all that.
I don't
We can
want
still
it to be a
discuss it
case where
afterward.
one of us. Here's the thing. I don't want it to be a case where one of us do not like what we're doing for the next 3 months. You know,
I mean, that's why I asked Civimet, like,
which is why we don't want to vote.
would it be a
Unanimous,
genuine?
please.
Because I realize most people are arguing against Ozen, and I just made the case of most people are arguing for the army. So if I'm the only one who actually wants to keep doing the Ozen thing in this situation, I will relent, and we can abandon the Ozen.
I want to keep doing those.
I'll-
Like, I
What?
just think that's chicken shit to just scale out
I-
of that. Like,
It's not chicken shit, it's
we decided to
practical.
do it. We follow through, and if he comes after us, we kill him.
Okay, guys.
Specific-
How
That's
about
been my
this?
mindset too. I just didn't expect that from you.
I
Go-kart.
genuinely didn't expect that from you, but I love it.
Let's find common ground. All right. Let's find a little bit of common.
Oh
ground.
yeah, let's debate
Um,
and find common ground like they do in a
Yeah, it's almost
democracy.
that's what I
Hold on.
suggest.
Hey, do you
Vote.
guys want to vote on Ozen first?
We're not voting yet. Hold on a
What are
second,
you
right?
doing?
So, here's the thing. We can do both. We can do all of this. We can do the army thing. We can help Ozen. We may not be able to do Gaza in Iraq. We could intercept the logistics of the Mytharians, right? We do not have to kill anybody. We simply have to disable their, means of travel.
You're gonna have to kill
We
so many people.
And
to
listen
get
to all
there,
that
though.
freedom of speech Nara's exciting right now. Isn't that great?
We
Yes.
we might not even need to kill anybody there. You see, like we might not need to. We at least not as much as taking 1,200 men into war, right? If that makes sense to you.
What?
Like the concern here is that we don't want to kill too many people because we're worried about Osen, right? If we take the mission a little bit more sideways and focus more on intercepting their logistics and try to disable their means of travel, we may not need to kill as much as going through with the entire warfare bullshit. At the same time, we still get to stay with the Brass Baron. At the same time, we don't have to,
I think at this point, I want to ask Arcadum a mechanical question in regards
What's up?
to Ozen.
What's up?
If we go with the army, and if we choose to keep trying to help Ozen, and we say,
Look, I'm gonna give it to you real.
Yeah.
You
No
cannot be a pacifist in a war.
See?
Despite the fact that there are heroic examples of straight up American patriots that were pacifists that were in a war. That is not feasible. It's just not gonna happen. I mean,
I
you would have to win every single battle with diplomacy. for you to even have a chance, and your party does not have a... I don't even think you guys have... Is anybody even trained in persuasion in this party? I don't think so.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
Best we got is
Yeah.
a Brazier from Cleveland.
Yeah, like, you guys don't even have a face. It's just not gonna happen. I don't think that's my honest responses. I don't think that's feasible.
I mean, best we got also is also like a thing, like whatever like Glory and Legend could do.
Well, yeah, but you know,
Yeah.
Limited.
That's generated-
You gotta follow that up.
in glorious battle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know, I hear it, but
I mean, we could call them into duels and things. We could mitigate it, but
No.
Well, I mean, even then, it's like you won't be able to do that every time. Like you basically get one time where you don't severely limit. Okay, let me answer this directly. The only conceivable way that you could possibly keep to Ozen and participate in this war is to essentially become assassins and never fuck up. That's really the only way you could do. Like, you would have to end the war breakneck, like at a breakneck speed.
That's our specialty.
No, it isn't.
Nice.
no,
No, it
No,
isn't.
simply-
not.
we'll simply
No.
walk into Mordhau and kill the angel.
And just go
We'll
straight to the
sneak.
final boss.
We'll just sneak into Mordhau and kill the angel.
Look, I
get you. I get you.
the fun you
Fine,
would the
give
fun
up
you're
my
going
vote.
to have trying to adhere to Ozen while participating in warfare, I think, is counterproductive.
Okay. I was seeing certain situations that just aren't just gonna happen, so
Well,
Alright.
it's just
it's cases of like thinking we could non-lethal most of the enemies and then take them as prisoners and exchange them or send them away from the war front. It's stuff like that where saving someone that we would have had to kill.
presuming they
count
don't
as
have
positive.
a healer.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Like, and also,
The church.
you're going to be in command of men. Or soldiers, in this case.
Yeah.
When I say man, I mean
Yeah, one
manpower.
for-
Not manpower, not gender specific.
And we're responsible for what they do.
And yeah, of course you are. You're their
Yeah.
leaders, right? And that's where the problem comes in. The problem isn't that you can avoid killing people. It's that you're on a battlefield. There are hundreds of people fighting. You cannot control whether or not your men kill or not. And the only way you could really do that is by basically handicapping them. Because yes, they might be pacifistic and try not to kill their enemies. That doesn't mean your enemies aren't going to do that. And think about your enemy type. Every single one of them probably has access to healing of some kind. Not killing people is a terrible idea. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Hell, you probably just end up losing.
Say, Kato,
And then,
with the
and here's
body
the other
count-
problem. One more. Hold on, I'm going to finish this off.
Okay.
The other problem is that if you lose, your men die that you are responsible for. You got them killed. Not only will you piss off Ozen, but you may piss off Damocles, which we haven't even gotten into that yet.
Who the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll meet him soon enough.
Yeah.
Well, question, right?
Mm.
If we choose to intercept their logistics, will the body count decrease severely,
How would we
or
know
is it
that?
not knowing?
Guys,
Right. Like,
I'm
or do-
I'm okay dropping Ozen if it means we go for the army.
if you're doing the army shit, you're not going to be able to keep up Ozen. It's just not going to happen, man. Just let it go. If you're going to do
Ozen
that.
is the worst thing's ever happened to us.
I've enjoyed it.
Okay, like... I'm just saying,
I've enjoyed
it.
You've never wanted to adhere to it at all.
Because we couldn't. I knew from day one that we are not cut out for that kind of shit.
And that's why we can't.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, if you want to adhere to Ozen, you could just tell the Brass Baron you don't want to participate directly in war. That you'll take on specialty missions. You deny the promotion and maintain your adventurer status. You could do all that. I mean, whether or not he'd take offense to that, I think we'll have to roleplay. But your destiny is your own. You can do what you want. But I'm telling you that if you participate as commanders in wartime while on the battlefield actively fighting, it is
Okay.
it is just it's not going to happen. You're going to break Ozen's oath.
I've decided that, at least for me, Broseph is okay not saving Ozen, but he will still try to adhere to it for his own morality. I think that's a...
Dropping oaths and keeping the lessons. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, so where does that put us now in terms of this decision?
Stick with the army, drop
Yeah,
Ozen. Are we agreed on that?
Ozen. Yeah.
Is that good, Civimet?
Yeah,
Sif?
go for it.
All right, High Priest, you here? Or AFK?
He's AFK.
Mm.
But he did say that
I'm
he was
here.
100% for... Oh?
I mean, like, you'd have to research how to even fucking break that oath. I don't think anybody know how to do that. I mean, like, break off from the oath. Break the damn thing.
I think they meant
What are you
like
talking about?
breaking the oath as in not doing it, not as in nullifying the oath.
Oh.
Oh, I meant nullifying the oath. I meant going
Oh,
down.
that is a
Okay,
completely
that is-
different. Like you're talking about two different things. Nullifying the oath is something that you and this party do not have the capacity to do.
We done.
Yes. We're talking about a breach of contract here.
Yeah, like
I thought when we talked to him about it. It's been so long though.
okay,
thought we
so
had the
let me walk you through it. You can break the oath at any time by just not adhering to it, but that doesn't nullify the negative effects of it. To nullify the negative effects of it by getting out of it is a completely different thing.
We couldn't just go down there and say we're sorry, but we can't.
Sure, you want to travel all the way down there and do that, you go right ahead.
I could have sworn when we took that we talked about nullifying it even after we've left. Did we not?
If that
We
was
also
the,
talked
if
about-
that if that was the case, you guys wouldn't be so against breaking it.
We also talked about me eating a shoe, and I'm glad to say I will not be eating a shoe.
Okay, so now it's not just not following the oath, but condemning Ozen.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't adhere to his oath, he becomes corrupted. Whether or not you pull out of that's not going to change. You took the oath in order to change Ozen's fate. Or to assist him to change his fate. And you didn't do that. So now the bad thing happens.
I'm down for the bad thing.
I'm down for the bad thing. He only has 400 HP.
Stop. We know he has more than that. Stop talking about that.
No,
Stop
I-
honing in on just the HP.
Bro, I literally checked that. It says 400 right there.
In his current state.
Also.
$10 says he's a wandering war and he's just gonna kick your asses.
I'd like to see him try.
I'm going to and when he is gutting you like a fish. Anyways, okay. With that information has been hard confirmed that, like, we cannot get out of the oath. We would have to, effectively condemn Ozen. Does that change any of our minds?
Yes.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I can't think of any case in which Broseph would be okay condemning Ozen. As a roleplay choice.
Okay.
I can come up with plenty of reasons to condemn Ozen.
You can, yeah. Yeah, Broseph. is
Easy.
Stupid.
Cleveland would likely stand with Broseph.
Arcadum,
Hmm.
if we did actually go down there and roleplayed with Ozen, is that something we could do, and would that have a chance of nullifying it?
That's a don't know question, my man.
So, you could certainly go down and try. That's all I can really tell you.
Yeah. One way to find out. Yeah.
That's months and months of travel.
Yeah.
Like,
And who knows what's become of the monastery by then?
To be clear, that would take you... about 2 to 3 months.
just to get there or down and back?
Down and back.
Oh, okay.
That's presuming good navigator rolls and that you don't run into anything terrible. You know.
That's pretty much the time that we had to.
And that's if you stay on the road.
That's...
And you don't take the alchemical wagon.
I feel like the answer is really easy. We're just trying to make everybody happy at this point. And I think Elias is.
I
more
can
than
definitely
happy to
tell that
join
I'm
us
the
in
one.
the
I'm
army.
the one dragging it down now.
Oh no, it's fine. If you want to try and
No.
keep Rosen's oath, do you want to go for Gazeteroth's mission instead? Like, do you just want to swap your answer?
I don't mind what you guys do. I just need to know.
Rosen?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
My brain's moving as fast as it can. The rest of you should start talking. Well, I think.
Okay. Overall, now that it has been said that like we would like condemn Ozen, and with all the stuff about like it would be intentionally, going back on the ward and all that, I don't think Cleveland would do that. I think Cleveland would vouch for the Gizenarok mission, albeit reluctantly, because he, preconceived notions about Gizenarok.
Well, then I think the only person left that really matters was going to be High Priest. Because High Priest, you said you were dead set on staying with the army?
Yeah.
Is that still the case?
Yeah.
What if we told you by doing this we would unleash a great evil upon the land?
And he specifically hates us.
We are the great evil.
Ha!
There will be worse than a demon outbreak in Haikyo if we go on this march. Probably.
High Priest is a situation like where if, like, he's so dead set, if the rest of us decide to go Gazeteroth, would you have to make a new character?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't really want to screw with anything when it comes to that.
What's that mean?
Would we all have to go down to the monastery? Or could it be something that just one or two of us do? So the rest of us can stay up here and do their downtime and roleplay.
May I remind you that Elias' donkey is still at Helilocks.
You mean
Who?
Sven?
And
You mean Sven?
Who?
Yeah, Sven.
Who?
Sven.
Who?
Oh, you're that guy. Huh?
yeah, he's being that guy.
Sven does not exist. What are you talking about? I've never heard
What,
of this man. I do not know this man.
This is a
I've
good
never read
character,
this guy in
guys.
my life.
The horse never existed.
They never made a Cars 2.
So, did I hear somebody's gonna leave? What? What's happening? Did I miss something?
What?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's the question of whether maybe Broseph could go down to the monastery alone so the other people get their downtime. And I just give up my downtime to try to...
Insanely dangerous. Like, the odds of you
I can take a couple of the Baron's men with me.
I'm iffy on
Imagine
that.
you die there.
I mean, then I died.
I'll be.
And then it's Brass Vanguard time.
I could try
I
to
would
reach
laugh my
out
ass
to
off.
him spiritually.
I really want to do the army stuff. It is so in line with the character. It's, when we signed up for doing the brass tacks, that's kind of the idea that I got we were going to go into. And it's just really sad to hear that there's this disconnect, so I want to do what I can to mend it.
I'm okay with anything. I just don't want anybody to. I just don't want this one guy in our party to not like this mission. You see. So, as long as we're all okay with it, and we are certain that within the next 6 months, us doing this, nobody's gonna be like, man, why did we fucking do this shit? I'm good.
Okay.
Because either way, I kick ass all the same.
Then it's also like that the ultimate problem is the intentional breaking of Odin's Oath.
Let's just kill Ozen. Like, fuck him. It's 400 HP. I whoop his ass easy, bro.
That's
You know what? Fuck it. I'll
It's not
solo his
bad.
ass.
Well, we're still gonna have to deal with Damocles. Like,
But that's separate. Don't worry about that. You haven't met him yet. Just
I still don't know who Democles is.
you will.
So, guys, what do you want to do? I am not voting. You've got 5 people. You will never tie. Go on.
I say we go with the army,
One-
and Broseph will travel south and try to speak to Ozen.
One go. Broker.
I mean, I think we just go for Gazeroth now.
Gazen. Alright, 1 Gazen Iraq, 1 army. Cleveland.
I'm gonna have to say Gazen Rock too.
2 Gazen Iraq, 1 army. High Priest.
Army.
2 army, 2 Gazen Iraq. Elias. Tiebreaker. Let's go.
Oh, what will I pick? Oh.
Oh.
Man.
Elias?
I mean, you know, I want to do Gaze Interrock, but everyone else is pretty dead set on the army, so I'm trying to think of ways that we could nullify the
pretty-
contract.
What do you mean? From the way I see it, we are split in the middle. 2 guys wants to do army, 2 guys wants to do Gazen Iraq. Don't worry about not wanting about. I'll be real with you. Once you say Gazen Iraq, I will start worrying for Broseph. So that's my only you know. Yeah.
Well, the rest of us are
That's-
like, nah, either way is fine, whereas those two really want to do the army stuff, so I'm like, okay.
Right.
I
I
would
feel like one
prefer
guy-
to facilitate that if possible,
I'm with you on that as well.
but I don't want to break Ozen's oath.
Yeah, I
I
would
don't
say.
know.
Yep. So
I thought from the start we had a way to nullify it if we ever thought we were in deep shit
I
and
mean,
not helping him.
that doesn't mean you can't find one. I'm saying you don't have one right now.
Yeah, it could be a downtime thing we research or whatever.
You guys want to go with the army, and I try meditating and reaching out to his spirit.
Yeah. Let's
That
go
could
with
be
the
a
army
thing.
and let's try to find a way, talk to the people here, talk to some of the Arcanists or maybe any of the Elven Druids that are around.
Why the Elven Druids?
Or, you know, the elves.
Okay,
Mhm.
so it sounds like that you will be remaining with the Brass Baron's army.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Good, because I typed up a lot of shit. So-
Yeah, that too.
Here I am, slaving
oh,
over a hot
Am I
stove.
gonna piss over all of this?
No, do not let my suffering do anything to what you want to enjoy. I am glad, however, that I did not waste all this. That would suck.
Yeah.
That would suck. Okay.
Like,
First,
oh, he only wrote up the fucking army thing? Well, shit.
well, I would be honest. What I thought you guys were gonna do, fair. Here we go. So I got some stuff to show you guys.
Yeah.
So first, we're gonna start with Oh, hold on. Let me fix something real quick. Ooh, ee.
Ting tang.
What I want a bing bang. Ooh, ee, ah, 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 what I want a bing bang.
Hey,
Well, since you guys chose that, take a moment and decide whom is going to be your major while I finish getting this ready for you.
Anybody
Yes, sir.
against Brookheart?
Yes, anyone
Maybe
against
just character.
Brokar, speak up now.
I got this.
Or whoever hold your peace.
Okay, good, it's Brokar.
Alright, Brookheart.
Oh, that
Major
was
Brookheart.
Specifically to spare the logistics of having to write Captain Dufresne too.
You know, could you change Brookheart name to Major Brookheart? Thank you.
Major Dufresne?
Brookheart is fine.
Nah, bro.
I don't think they use like second names, right? Like family name for your
they
rank.
do.
Because for me they
They
use
do.
Lance Corporal.
Because Dufresne is a
Okay.
last name. So Captain
They
Dufresne.
use last name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
We use first name here.
Yeah,
Okay,
we use
I guess the
family
difference
names,
here. Interesting. Interesting.
Major Broker.
Major Dufresne.
Johnson.
What's Billy doing?
we will see.
Corporal Billy. Report for duty.
Because I have a lot of stuff. Because you were in the Brass Barons employ, and decided to stay, I can now give you all these fucking recipes for all the alchemists. in the department.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Make sure you write them
It's
down.
been a while. I'm gonna pull out my alchemy book. I still have it, right? Yes, I do.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Fantabulous.
Alright. I'm going to do these in patches. First, we're going to start with oils. These are the recipes granted to the alchemy boys. The first bit there that you're going to see is the formula in which I demonstrate it. The gold value is representative of its crafting cost. If you have the stocks, it is half of that. If you don't, you have to pay that crafting cost. And its market value, at least in this area, is going to be double that cost. Does everyone understand me?
Yes.
That wasn't everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
The alchemists
Yes.
understand. How about that?
The alchemist said yes.
Half the cost of market value in
Okay,
stock?
so there are three gold costs, right? The one that I'm demonstrating is crafting cost, right? Half of the crafting cost is the gold you must pay if you have all other materials. If you don't have all other materials, then you must pay the crafting cost. If you are selling it or wanting to buy it, the market value is double the crafting cost. For example, if a potion costs 100 gold to make, if you have all the materials, it only costs you 50 gold. But to purchase that potion at standard market value would be 200 gold. With me so far?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the first batch. This is oils. Who wants to be my good boys and read it for the chat?
I will read it.
Okay. There's your first batch.
Cool.
Okay. So the first one, I believe, is Oil of Wrath. Requires 4 stocks or 200 gold. 1d6 fire damage for 1 minute. What's the DC for this, by the way? Is it included here? No, it's not DC. Never mind. Ignore me. The second one is oil of repair. This is also 4 stocks, but only 50 gold. This repairs 3 AR or SR, depending on how it's used. Then there is 8 stocks. So oil of refinement, which is 8 stocks, 500 gold pieces. This is used to refine materials to an improved form. Then there is oil of sharpness, which increased the weapon damage by 2. This is 8 stocks, 500 gold. Oil of anointment grants the anointed property. If it's an armor, it allows you to block magic damage. If it's a weapon, it allows you to bypass. I can't remember that one, but
Evil.
it grants you the anointed property. Yeah. Oh yeah, bypass evil. It is 3 stocks and 200 gold piece. Oil of filth grants the profane property. This oil is 3 stocks and 200 gold pieces. Oil of shadow grants the concealed property. That is 3 stocks and 300 gold pieces. And finally, there's oil of sunlight. This produces a daylight effect in 30 feet for 1 minute. Like the daylight spell?
Yep.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
4
definitely.
stocks, 300 gold. Ah. That
I
is
have a
very...
question about the oil of refinement. What does it mean by refined materials?
So some materials can only be made with an oil of refinement being made. An oil of refinement is a prerequisite material cost to the creation of other creative stocks. For example, if you want to have better than a base gem, you will need an oil of refinement in order to turn it into another gem. So, for example, to go from a ruby to a blood ruby, you will need an oil of refinement and then another ingredient that is required to make it a blood ruby.
Understood.
So there's a lot of what's the word for it? A lot of crossings between weapon making and alchemy.
All right. Well, those were the
Okay.
oils.
All right, I got the next batch for you.
Mm-hmm. Now, you still want to read this one out?
I'll read all of them. It's fine.
Okay.
Unless you want to take it. Who would like to take it?
I'll take it.
Alright.
I've been excited to show this off for a while.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
The Baron's Codpiece.
This goes on to your
2d12
nose.
bludgeoning damage.
The Baron's Cup.
Okay, here we go. These are potions. Oh, let me make it look fancy.
Ooh, fancy.
France.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
Okay. All of these cost 10 stocks. Potion of Speed. Haste condition for 1 minute, with no lethargy when it runs out. Potion of Heroism. Base effect, including Bless. Potion of Treant Skin. Grants the Bark Skin spell, with no concentration. All of those are 750. These next 4 are 1,000 gold. Potion of Dwarven Kind, plus 2 Con and Wisdom. Counts as a dwarf for 1 hour. Potion of Kinder Kind, plus 2 Dex and Charisma. Count as a halfling for 1 hour. Potion of Elven Kind, plus 2 Dex and Int. Count as an elf for 1 hour. Potion of Orc Kind, plus 2 Strength and Charisma. Counts as an orc, lasts 1 hour. That would have been really good when we started our little adventure.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
is
yeah,
there
would
a
it?
race change potion?
I think it's more it just adds the orc type, or like adds the.
It adds the type, which
Sounds-
might allow you to qualify for weapons that require types or effects
Advanced
that
fighting
require
styles.
types.
So I don't get Orcish
No,
Frosty if I go orc.
no. It doesn't make you an orc. It gives you
Oh.
an attribute change, and you count as the subtype orc.
So for effects that
So like
can only be
favorite
used-
foe
favorite
and
foe.
shit like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Can that be used on an enemy?
Well, you...
If you have Grenadier, yeah.
in theory, you could. Yeah.
So what's your favorite foe again? Broker?
Grenadier the elf kind onto them. Brokar.
Oh, yeah.
You want to spend 1,000 gold to give an enemy +2 dex and int, just so Brokar
Midget!
can hate them more?
Yes.
Broker, look, an elf!
Just throw
Brokar,
a
an elf
potion,
hits
it
them.
falls on someone, they're like, what did that do? And their ears get pointy, and Brokar's eye fucking gets red like Goblin Slayer.
Start salivating.
God.
Brokar, munch.
Alright.
Anyways,
Those
those are the potions.
potions for spell effects and speed, heroism, treant skin, and then some racial ones. No potion of humankind.
Yeah, because who hates humans?
Everyone.
Wow, you're saying you
Speak
hate
for
humans, bro?
yourself.
I have some fantasy slurs for humans that I can't say on stream.
Increase weapon.
I'm curious.
Speaking
DM them
of-
to me.
I told you he was
Or I DM'd you my favorite one.
Okay, that one's good. That one is so good. No, okay, I'm using that one against Van.
Wow.
Okay.
I like how one of those oils is just oil of no Cleveland.
Oh yeah, the oil of sunlight.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm sure Nada will get one of those for no reason in particular.
You already have the staff. Like, listen, you have the staff and you have Anisha, like, and all that. Sorry, not the staff, the quarterstaff. Specifically. Also, I'm surprised that, Broseph would resort to such methods and would not just, beat Cleveland himself. In a totally fair fight.
Broseph would.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
It's Silver wouldn't.
So much for glory.
Yeah.
Bro, if I kill Cleveland, does that count as a villain?
Bitch.
If you kill me, maybe.
I'm gonna throw a pocket sand at you and you're gonna take a d6.
Alright, here we go.
My eyes.
Next up we have our bombs.
This is gonna
Very
go well.
exciting.
I want Brokar to read these.
I'll read them.
balms or
Bombs.
Bombs.
Like kaboom bomb or like ointment
Made in the
bombs?
bomb factory. They're
Yeah,
bombs.
kaboom bomb or bath bombs.
Kaboomies.
Oh, fantastic.
It's evil.
Nice. Okay, first one's 8 stacks, 150 gold. Bomb of Arcane Blast. Range of 30 to 60 feet. 10-foot radius. Deals 4d6 force damage. DC 14 dex save for half. Next one, 8 stocks, 150 gold. Bomb of Harrow Fire. 30 to 60 foot range. 20-foot radius. Deals 2d6 fire damage. DC 14 dex save for half. This effect remains on fire during this. Wait, hold on. This effect remains on fire during the same damage for 1 minute. Okay, I didn't get that right. Next one's 8 stocks, 200 gold. Bomb of Bursting. 30 to 60 foot range. 10-foot radius. Deals 1d6 force damage. DC 14 strength save. Or take no damage. If the target fails, they're knocked prone. Huge creatures and above ignore prone. Next one, 10 stocks, 350 gold. Bomb of Shatterglass, 30 to 60 foot range. 15-foot radius, deals 2d6 bleed damage, DC 14 dex save to avoid. Last one, 15 stocks, 750 gold, Bomb of Icor, 30 to 60 foot range, 20-foot radius, deals 6d6 acid damage, DC 16 dex save for half. A creature damaged by this effect takes the damage again at the start of their next turn. Oh my god. Nice.
Can we
why
please
it's
put
750.
everything into bombs of Shatterglass? Cleveland will never pop into Apotheosis. It'll be great. Man.
Be great if we weren't going against the AoE heal faction.
Dudes have to ruin every good thing for Cleveland.
Yeah,
It just means we
he
make them
ruins it for
burn up all
himself.
their heals really fast.
Bro, Cleveland's hair has got to look like shit because he can never style it.
He doesn't. What?
No mirrors.
He's buzzcut.
True.
What? And also, if he did want to actually, like, well, if he didn't want to like do any like hairstyle or anything like that, he would ask Broseph because he would assume Broseph is friend and would help him.
I'm giving you a faux hawk. I'm giving you a faux hawk and a ponytail.
Ah, well, that's what I have the helmet for. Creature
Is there any
damage
more
that-
after
that
this?
takes the damage again. That's
Yes.
next.
Excellent. I'm still typing. For 1 minute. No lethargic. Okay, Kiran, is lethargic considered stun? What's the status condition of it?
What's up?
Is lethargic considered stun? Is it like, or is it a specific status
Lethargy
condition?
is not stunned. It's its own condition.
Do they fail like strength based check, like athletics check, if they're lethargic?
No, all lethargy does is they don't take actions on their turn.
Okay,
It counters the penalty that you normally get for when haste ends, which is you lose your next turn.
got it. But my impression was that it might just be like what's that shit called? Like paralyzed, where you just fail all your checks.
No.
But
No, it's just you
well
don't get your
noted,
next
well
turn.
noted.
No paralyzed, no stun. But that also means that paralysis and stun immunity doesn't affect it.
Kiran, last I checked, the potion of heroism is only 8 stocks. Did it went up or
This
do
could be
I?
just depending on like where we are.
Because when I got the potion of heroism, I sort of figured that one out through the in the middle of the journey, and that was
This is
still
their
within the
recipe.
purple box. Their recipe.
Yeah.
Also, I could use my own recipe and
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
8 stocks only. Okay.
These are the things they have. We might have better.
Okay.
They might even have some halflings you can shave.
Yeah, I'm gonna shave the shit out of all of them. You're gonna be butt naked.
You see a like a bald halfling crying in the corner. He looks up at you and doesn't even have eyebrows.
I give Broseph the
It's so
potion
different.
that has. I give
Oh, God, is
Broseph
this
the
pulp?
potion that I used the conquer for.
Is this pulp?
Yeah, Broseph gets the potion that includes the pubic hair of the fucking dwarf.
No, that's wrong. Oh no, this one's Boros' potion.
This is for Broseph. He's got his
I'm not
name
drinking
on it.
anything.
Look.
It's got his
I'll
name
rather
on it.
die than let you feed me a potion.
Even castle person. Thanks.
All right. Next up
No!
we have is the list of tinctures.
Yes, tinctures finally. Yes.
Who's reading this one out?
Cool. 1 second, typing something.
I can read another one unless Noel or Siva wants to read this, or High Priest.
I can read them.
High Priest. Yeah, Cleveland, go for it.
Go. For
All right. So it looks like all of these are 5 stocks cost, as well as no inherent gold cost.
The reason they don't have an inherent gold cost is that tinctures can only be used in combat, and they have to be made in combat.
Interesting. Okay. So tinctures of intensity. When applied to a creature, the creature gains the intensity state. It counts exposure as 5 points higher for the purpose of game mechanics, which are governed by your exposure, except to determine apotheosis. This lasts for 3 rounds. Next one, Tincture of Terror. When applied to a creature, that creature gains a 30-foot Fear aura. DC 15 Wiz save for all creatures that enter or start their turn in this aura. If they fail, they gain the Frightened condition for as long as they are in it. This Fear aura lasts for 3 rounds. Next one, Tincture of the Maiden. When applied to a creature, the creature heals half of its missing hit points. A creature cannot benefit from this tincture more than once per combat. Tincture of the Myrmidon. When applied to a creature, that creature gains deadly on its weapon it wields. Its weapons, sorry. This lasts for 3 rounds. Tincture of Might. When applied to a creature, the creature has 21 strength. This lasts for 3 rounds. Tincture of Nulling. When applied to a creature, the creature must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. If they fail, the creature has an alchemical effect of the user's choice removed from the target. Pretty useful Grenadier stuff as well.
Caleb, with regards to Tincture of the Myrmidon, this deadly damage, does it apply to my sneak attack as well?
That's weapon damage.
Oh, wait. It's okay. Is it not? Is sneak attack not part of weapon damage?
Sneak attack is added to the damage type of your choice. It is not weapon damage.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then finally, I have elixirs.
Oh.
One more question. Tincture of Might. Creature has 21 strength. Is it 21 base or is it
Its strength
something else?
becomes 21.
Hard set to 21.
I see.
So if it was higher, it gets lower
Correct.
as well.
Interesting. Okay.
That could still be useful.
Yeah.
I can use Grenadier on that shit.
And here you go. Elixir.
Bruce, you want to read these out?
Sure. Let's see,
Holy
let's-
fish and moly! There's elixir of life in that shit.
Let him read. Let him read.
Elixir of Life. Elixir of Life costs 30 and 2,000 gold. Grants Revivify spell within 30 feet of the Imbiber. Elixir of Faith, 25 stock cost, 2,000 gold. Grants the Imbiber immunity to damage for 3 rounds. Elixir of Truth, 25 stocks, 1,800 gold. Grants the Imbiber an Aura of Truth spell as per the Zone of Truth. This is an absolute effect. This lasts 1 hour. Elixir of Absolution, 25 stock, 1,500 gold cost. Grants the Imbiber redemption and atonement for any broken tenets, oaths, and any form of promise.
There we go.
Hey, we could feed Ozen
Okay.
this shit, no?
Okay, but like, how many of those do we need?
Yo, I'm so sorry for hearing. I didn't mean to kill your daughter, so
You
I
would need
drink
5.
the fucking potion.
So, I mean, the relevant question is: would the Elixir of Absolution solve the Ozen problem and break our absolve
I don't
our?
think
If
we-
every single one of you drank it, yeah. So if you're willing to
Except
spend...
me!
Well, yeah, other than High Priest, I suppose, but...
Yeah, so not including Varric, who's off.
Who's
Yeah,
been
we-
Atomic
We
Shadow?
Yeah.
would need 5 elixirs.
Yeah, you'd need, 7,500 gold.
We got that. We got that. I
Or
can sell some shit. We got that.
125.
Or 125 stocks for half that cost.
Oh yeah, we got that too. I got 156 stocks.
Still a lot.
It's still a lot,
Man,
but
it-
fuck, I take it.
And I said, like,
Better
you
than
can
Ozen's.
just-
It's better
Maybe-
than that. Jesus Christ.
Maybe make one extra, for Cleveland,
Just in case, yeah.
Oh,
Okay, the
I
plot
mean-
wonderful.
So the elixir of absolution can be used for a lot of different things too. It's not just and no, it wasn't put here just because you guys
Yeah.
decided that. It's there for paladins that break tenets. It's there for oaths that are broken in your case, and other forms of promise. So that means things like trials that you fail. You could drink this potion and you could try it again. See what I mean?
Ah.
Cleveland's promise to Broseph.
Lots of different things there.
Yeah.
I will admit its use is a little all over the place, and rarely will it come up. It just so happens to come up in this.
Just imagine, right? Somebody, you walk into a store and they try to sell you this potion. That's the
This religion's founded on that.
But
Oh,
anyway,
this elixir is all about
um,
redemption.
that's all the recipes that they have available from the Brass Baron's men, from their arcanists. Once you guys decide, unfortunately, we're coming up on game time because I got to get going.
Alright.
But yeah, once you guys decide who your major is, which I think it's Brokar. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So what I need you guys to do, you got some homework for the game. Your homework is name your squad.
I have one.
We'll talk about it after. Is
Yeah.
there anything else we should be considering or thinking about to save time for the future? Like
Yeah,
army
actually.
info?
So there's 3 different campaign choices that you have here. You can either the ultimate goal is to retake Mornhau, but there's many different ways to go around that. One is to go up through the Blacktop Mountains and approach it from the mountain approach, fighting your way through the mountains. The other is fighting your way through the Twisted Pines in order to approach the western gate. And the other is to take the naval route to Dead Man's Flow and approach the enemy from behind. A 3-pronged assault is going to be attempted by the Brass Baron to try and break through the weakened Matharian lines.
oh boy, I can't wait to deal with paladins.
Can you tell us a bit about the challenges we'd face in each?
Mountain, hill fighting with heavy forest cover, naval combat.
Let's
And
not
lots
do the
All
naval
in on the
combat.
naval
Yeah, let's
assault.
not do the naval combat.
Yeah, you guys want to go
And
water?
lots of fish.
You guys got a problem with water?
No.
Alright.
Afraid of what's in
So
the
No,
water.
nobody took all that really cool, those really cool abilities that let you find water? No, nobody did that? Wait,
No.
isn't one of you a shark?
One of us is a
Hmm.
vampire.
A mockingbird?
And none of us are decent
A
human beings.
mockingbird.
You okay, Silvermet? We still got you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We have one human being.
Alright. Well, anyway, we've reached time, so I'll call it there. Good
Do we
stuff,
have a
guys.
Good session.
Good session. Great
Excellent
session.
session, my lord.
Yeah, we agreed we're not doing fan art, right? Right?
Let me go see if there's any fan art.
Oh no,
Okay.
there's good shit post that Van did. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Ban shit posting? I suppose we could.
High Priest, I
some
want you
time
to
for
choke
that.
on your fucking foot saying that this is a good shit post.
Let me go look at what High Priest considers a good shit post. So first
Good,
things up we have is the Brass Baron being a nerd. Very good.
Mhm.
Yes, very nerdy. Yes.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to play that.
Yeah.
Mr. Silver, I don't make deals with peasants.
peasants.
Oh, we got some KC art.
Yes! Some KC art.
I vote for Broseph or Brokar. I vote for not Broseph and go with Brokar. Well, I Also, vote for Brokar.
He was such a good one.
An artist named Vanesco.
Hence my words.
Jesus Christ.
That's really good art. That's really good.
Don't encourage him.
What will Billy
I
do?
will encourage
I'm a
him.
warrior,
It's
not a
fun.
logistics aide. I don't like doing math.
Bad Billy.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
Oh shit.
Dude, an artist named Vanesco. Oh shit, we got another one. This is great. What are you talking about? There's no monsters here. Vampire, cat boy, shark man.
I am not vampire.
Nope, Silver's vampire confirmed.
Do you have any idea how many people thought he was?
Ooh. He
He's
wears
because of the art.
shades.
They think
Yes.
Mr. Silver's the vampire. And
There's a
instead,
vampire.
and instead it was the
Mr. Silver.
it was just the country yokel in the fucking armor. I reckon I'm the vampire and I'm gonna feast on your blood.
Yeah, now it's the guy in all red spiky armor.
Which one of these
It's not
guys is the
spiky.
vampire? I'm gonna go with the
I
cat
keep
boy.
trying to tell them.
I'm gonna go with the
Which
cat
is the
boy.
bad part? Oh, them cat boys got fangs, you know?
Them cat boys got fangs. Me, yeah.
Me, yeah.
I got a question. There
No.
are other squads like Steel Squad in the Baron's Empire, right? There's
Yeah.
other groups. Are any of them as freakish as we are?
No.
A party of weirdos.
If Living was a human, would it be a little less freakish?
Okay, and that'll do. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. You guys are all great. Today's my weekend starts, so I'll see you guys on Friday. Hugs / and/or kisses. Also, next Monday we have a new game called Iron and Ire starting, and
Yes.
next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. We have another new game starting called Gallows and Gold.
Gold. I'm going to enjoy.
Gold.
Yes. I can't wait for people to yell at Zen Master.
You're goddamn right.
And I can't
it's
wait
good.
for
I've
one
been
of those
taking-
people, and I can't wait for one of those people to be High Priest, who was Zen Master however many months ago since he joined.
Bro,
Yep.
I've been taking
gonna-
shots
I-
fucking meant for Zen Master because they're the only ones who can fucking reach me, god damn it. I wasn't even talking shit that bad. It was mostly wrong but helpful stuff. God damn it.
Mhm.
I'll see you guys next time. Also, remember everyone, Working Joe, he's just a hard worker. I just think he's neat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes,
Make sure you sub to
Is he gone? I think he's gone.
totally.
Oh, well,
He's gone?
no.
I'm here.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, he's
okay.
here.
I'm here. I was
Joe.
outside. I was smoking. All right, I'll see you guys. Peace.